a welcome from Lockie. Yes, I'm lucky enough to be with Brad Newley. Now, Brad, we have to talk about these Wildcats. In the words of their own skipper, they were embarrassed in Adelaide. Are you expecting a different performance tonight?
Yeah, they're a different beast here at home. I expect to see some more of their old school Wildcats basketball that everybody talks about, and I think they'll put up a better fight tonight.
You say Wildcats basketball. It's a term we hear so often in the NBL. What do you think it means?
Well, whatever it is, it's worked for the last 2 years, so you'll see some of that tonight.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. Let's take a look at the starting five. Here's the lineup that we've got. Only one change. We've got Wagstaff on the bench for Lucas Walker coming into the starting five. What do you make of that? Well,
that's been their best lineup all year. You got Wagstaff giving some good touch off the bench. Walker will give plenty of energy early on.
Now, I'm going to make you call out one of these players. Who are you looking for a big performance from?
Well, the obvious one's JP Tokoto. I expect he'll have a high energy play early on, be it a dunk or a block, but we'll see.
Absolutely. Imagine how well that would go down with the Red Army if he gets a dunk early. Bryce Cotton as well, always very, very impressive. We better hear from the coach. We've got Trevor Gleeson standing side with Sean Redditch.
Trev, over the past month, this Wildcats team's looked a little bit out of sorts. How have you seen it?
Well, we've got to play a little bit better defense than we did the other night. I thought we played well for a half, but you got to keep that up the whole time in the playoffs.
JP Tokoto's had a fantastic season, but he wasn't at his best in game one. Can the Perth Wildcats fans expect more from him here tonight?
Yeah, I hope so. JP's been a big part of our season, and he's been bounced back all year, so he'll have a great game tonight.
Thanks, Trev. Good luck tonight. Is Bryce Cotton the game breaker the Perth Wildcats need? Let's find out.
From the moment Bryce landed in Australia, you could tell that he's just a professional.
Bryce is a very unique talent.
Bryce Cotton, excellent wraparound pass. There he is, making Matty.
The way he competes, he doesn't just play basketball, he knows basketball.
Why would you leave him open? He's the best player in this league.
Bryce Cotton, I thought he was too good for our league. I thought he is a legit NBA guy.
This Cotton against Trice. Bounce a roof. The shot looks good off the hand.
And for a little kind of guard, he's very athletic. So even when he gets in the paint, your problem is still a problem.
If you elite, you show up when it's time to. And Bryce Cotton is doing that right now.
There's some games I've been lucky enough to be part of where I'm on the court, but I'm also a spectator. And Bryce going for 45 was one of those games where I found myself kicking the ball ahead and kind of just watching.
No matter what we did, he just went to another level.
He's hit 7 threes. He has 45 points. And Perth have the title.
One of the all-time great individual performances, no question.
And he also had a super season. There's Damian Martin receiving his best defensive award. He, of course, wasn't at the awards nights. He was preparing for this series, and there's Bryce Cotton, the MVP of 2017-2018, and the Cats will be needing him to absolutely fire up. Let's talk about this team, though. The Super Sixers are looking good.
And they are here to finish off the series and get into this grand final. As you can see, this front court battle, there really wasn't a battle, because you got pretty much, they all had double-doubles. Mitch Creek, 20 and 11. DJ, 16 and 10. Josh Childress, 20 and 9.
Let's take a look at their starting five. It'll be as per normal, because you got to trust the boys that get the job done. They scored 91 points to 48 in game one, the starting five.
I mean, yeah, you got Mitch Creek, the usual suspect, DJ and Josh Childress. And that dynamic backcourt of Nathan Sobey and Shannon Shorter running the show give them the best chance to get into this grand final today.
Let's get to their coach, Joey Wright. He's with Sean Redditch.
Joey, the jungle hasn't been happy hunting ground here for the Adelaide 36ers this season. How do you guys overcome that tonight?
Just get out and play the game that we play. I mean, we've had some great games down here. We haven't come out with the win, but hopefully we get one tonight.
And how important is it for your team to try and silence this crowd, especially early?
I think it's more important about us internally. It's how we're feeling, if we're getting the shots we want, if we're getting contesting their shots. We really don't think about the crowd too much.
Thanks, Joey. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Gee, it's going to be hard not to think about this crowd. They are so loud. You can hear the ground actually moving. They're in unison. The Red Army are ready to see a win tonight. Things are heating up.
Good on you, Abs. Looking forward to it. Perth has won 7 straight home finals. They last lost to Cairns in the semis of 2015, but they're up against the Sixers that have just put this NBL season in center the lights. And they take first possession in this game. It's semi-final game number 2. We're underway. Childress receives it from Shorter. The Cats into a little zone at the moment. Trying to slow them down, force them to shoot from outside, from the top of the elbow. Sobey's basket won't go. So if there's one positive in that first foray forward for Adelaide for the Cats, Sean Redditch, they fell into a zone and it worked.
Well, and that's something we haven't seen the Wildcats do all season. Obviously, they're going to make a change. They changed last half, and then Bryce Cotton comes out and knocks down a three. That's what he does. Leads the league in three-point shooting.
Well, there was no doubt, Corey, they were going to come out with energy. Now it's up to whether they've got the talent to compete all night long with Adelaide.
Look, you got to know one thing. Bryce Cotton was there last game. It's everybody else. He's going to get his. We all know this.
The pass inside from Childress comes off the hands. Cotton will gather. He looks to the big man in Brand, who has to get going early. They leave Martin alone for outside three. Martin can't make it go. Oh, the big man takes the rebound and puts it back in. Listen to the fans here.
And they are into it, and that's the exact start the Wildcats need. They got absolutely trounced on the board last game.
Offensive foul as well. The fans play such a huge part, don't they? I mean, in Adelaide, the roar from their fans was quite amazing. They get 7,000 to 8,000 into that house. They get fanatical. They were booing the Cats. They were involved in every possession. This will be the same here tonight with the Red Army.
Absolutely. These Perth Wildcat players, they're going to respond. They felt like they were embarrassed in game one, and rightfully so. They've come out here ready to play, and I expect Adelaide's going to have to match this energy they're showing.
Bryce Cotton from the corner, another three. It's 8-zip. And a foul for Lucas Walker.
Well, like you and I and Corey, we've seen this Wildcat team all season here at Perth Arena. I don't think I've seen this type of energy to start a game. They are ready to play.
So this is the test now, though, Corey. They're going to press up a little bit. So the transition game and the fast movement of Adelaide, Sean, is the key. They've slowed them down at the moment.
Well, you can see Damian Martin is usually out there trying to pressure. He is just hanging around that three-point line. That's not like Damian Martin, but they're going to try and force this Adelaide team to shoot from the outside, something they didn't do in game one.
You know, from the way I see things right now, Adelaide just needs to find a way to weather the storm in this first quarter, because you know the Wildcats are going to come out extremely tough.
DJ puts it on the floor. The pass a little wild. Pressure is good from the Cats again. Here's Cotton round the back, trying to get round. Daniel Johnson gets double teamed. Good hands from Sobey. Now into the post. Good match up there. Brandt decides to shoot it out though. Walker shooting away and couldn't shoot for the three, and they're on the break. Here they go. Shorter, Creek in the corner for three to stop the run, and he drops it.
And that's the thing. And now look, if Mitch Creek is hitting a three-point shot early, you better watch out. Because that's the shot they're going to give him all night. He's going to hit that. You guys are in trouble.
Jump on the Twitter. Have you say who's going to win this game? We want to hear from the fans out there. The arch rivals going into battle. Brandt's hook shot doesn't go. And usually when Angus Brandt doesn't hit his first, he doesn't have a great night. Flip side, when he hits that first, and oh, Menchie boy! Turning it around, 8-6, 2 3-pointers back-to-back.
And that is what we're talking about with Adelaide. They're deep. You can't just think he's not going to take that shot. If it's wide open, it's an equal opportunity shot for anybody.
Well, that's the scout on Mitch Creek. He'd only hit 8 threes all season. He's already hit 2 here tonight.
Here's Cotton with the left hand. Walker didn't read it well. Here's Shorter looking out wide. Creek wants it again. He's feeling the hot hands. They decide to go to Sobey. Johnson had to lead away and shoots. Up jump. Jean-Pierre Tokato on the break. Cotton, does he want to take on Creek? Good defence from Mitch Creek. Handoff not there. So Brandt turns it around on Daniel Johnson and draws the foul. Brad Newey's joining us during this broadcast tonight. It's Adelaide up against the Perth Wildcats. What have you made of the first couple of minutes, Brad?
Yeah, Corey made an interesting point there before. You know, you want to weather that Perth storm early. Those 2 threes from Creek are crucial. They're on the board and they look like they're starting to run a bit now.
You've had a game here where you've had 34 points and killed it. You silenced the fans in a really good comeback. So it's all about momentum, isn't it? All about momentum in games of basketball here at Perth.
Well, that's the thing. That game that night, I got hot in the second half. So, as we said before, you got to weather the storms, and I think they can really do that, this Adelaide team, with their depth.
We'll talk about weather in a storm. You might want to stop the MVP, Bryce Cotton. Already up to 8 points, going to the line for another.
That's a great and-one shot. Bryce Cotton is doing what he does. That's why he's MVP of the league. However, everybody else better join this party, because he can't do this for 4 straight quarters alone.
The scorer so far is Cotton, 8 points. Brandt has 2. It's 10 the total for the Wildcats. Now it's 11. And for the Adelaide 36ers, 2 3-pointers for Mitch Creek. He only hit 2 3-pointers once before in a game this season. As that basket goes off the hands of Damian Martin. And the Sixers will keep it alive. 6 minutes remaining. All-time wins in Perth. Perth 46, Adelaide 20. They actually won the first game ever here at the Perth Arena, the Adelaide 36ers. So no fear of the jungle, and an elbow to the face from Daniel Johnson.
And that's a big call, because that's Daniel Johnson's second now as well. And we've seen this Adelaide team, ever since they moved Hodgson out of the starting lineup, put in Childress, to me, that had made a big difference. They've won 13 or 11 of their last 13, and they have just been rolling. But Daniel Johnson getting his second, putting Hodgson in, I think that's in favor of the Wildcats.
But guess what? They have the luxury of putting Hodgson in, as well as the 6th man of the year, Ramon Moore. This game is still all right.
I think it's, Ramon Moore has been fantastic. I have been extremely impressed with the season he's had and what he's given this Adelaide team.
Jean-Pierre Tokato deciding to shoot, getting amongst the points early. He had an ordinary game in game 1, just the 5 points, got in foul trouble as well. It'll be a bit of a confidence booster for him. Here's Ramon Moore, the 6th man. Shorter, controls things. Look for little pick and roll. Then the pass was good. Creek, he'll put it on the floor and take on Wagstaff. The fadeaway jumper drops in. Mitchie Creek
that was
doing the job.
That was tough as nails. He took the hard hit against the defender in Wagstaff.
Here's Cotton again. He's shooting from anywhere he wants to at the moment. And it goes out of court that time round. Hit a couple of threes. Bryce Cotton.
Well, we're getting a show here from the league MVP and the fans league MVP in Mitch Creek. Those two guys are bringing it tonight. They both won a berth in that grand final.
5 points the margin here in Perth. Game 2, Shorter gets around Martin. Good pass to Creek. Takes on Brandt. Came out of his hands. No foul call. Goes back and shoots it. And drops in 2. He has all the points.
That's
for
right.
Adelaide.
Exactly. Your man Cotton is doing his thing on that end, and we got this man doing his thing on the other end. This is another game shaping up for TV.
Good hands from Craig. He stole that one. Gets it to Shorter. Back to Craig. Takes on the baskets. And there'll be a foul call there or not? I don't think there will be. It'll be a Wildcats ball. No score. There's a hand in there for Angus Brandt, who was just missed there, Corey.
I like to think he's lucky to not get a foul, but then I think he tweaked his ankle as well, stepping on Jesse Wagstaff's foot down there.
13-10 the score. Here's Wagstaff on the court for...
And look for them to try and get Bryce Cotton coming off some stagger screens right here.
Shorter decided to go to Wagstaff. Creek took on Cotton. Good pass inside. Brandt with a 2.
And that's a good pass by Wagstaff to a wide open Brandt, because big fella Hodgson went over there to help.
Jean-Pierre Tokato rests up. Truitt comes on for Adelaide. Shorter will rest, and Greg Hire on for Perth. So plenty of changes so far.
Plenty of changes so far. It's high intensity, high energy. You get tired real quick. Perth has no tomorrow. They got to bring it all from the beginning.
A little bit of face guarding from Jesse Wagstaff. Couldn't deny the ball, so Sabia will bring it into the front court. Here's Moore to Sobey. Takes on Brandt. Good basket. No. It was patted out. Not sure it was going to drop anyway. Hodgson did well to try and keep it up there. Here's Cotton. Takes it to the rack with a 2.
Bryce Cotton is flat out getting it done by himself. But again, can he do that for all 4 quarters?
Well, he did in Game 3 of the Grand Final Series. So they'll be hoping he can again. Here's more, though.
And he might be the fittest man in the league as well. I think him and Creek can go for 4 quarters, 5 if they need to.
Well played by Hodgson. Just got it into the hands of Brandt, who tapped it out of court. 17-10.
Gentlemen, this is dangerous for Perth. He gets subbed out the game. Where's your offense going?
We'll see as we have the timeout here at the Perth Arena. It is Cotton leading the way with 11 points. And Mitch Creek has 10. They're the big scorers in this game. Let's take a look at Adelaide in their fast game, courtesy of Corey Homicide Williams.
This is what makes Adelaide so hard to stop. In transition, they literally have 4 players in 4 different lanes. And every time they push, the numbers are in their favor. Right here is 4 on 2. How do you stop this break? You can't. One defensive player commits, other one gets a nice easy layup. As you can see right here, they get a rebound. 1 dribble pass, they're at half court already. You are at their mercy. Ramon Moore gets it and attacks. Lucas Waxy commits. Whether Ramon Moore makes or misses the layup, they got another play on the rim. And again, right here, you get a missed layup, rebound push, and you got Nathan Sobey taking off from the dotted for a 2-hand dunk. This is their best offense. How do you stop it? I don't know.
Well, the only way I would say you stop it is you've got to score points if you're the Perth Wildcats. They shot at 18% from the 3-point line and 36%. You've got to score the basket, which gives you a chance to set yourself up. That's the only way you stop them.
Especially, I mean, if you miss an easy layup, it's almost like it's 2 points on the other end. So it's a 4 or 5 point swing. And we saw that in Adelaide. Wildcats missed some easy ones. Adelaide are down on the other end so quickly, and it just kills you.
All right, my thing is this, Brad. Playing against them, how do you stop Adelaide's offense? Fast break.
Well, like we said before, I believe your best defense versus Adelaide is your offense. You got to take good shots. You take a bad shot, they're taking off the rim straight down your throat.
The voice of Brad Newley, Sydney Kings champion. Boomer as well, as Cotton sends it up for another 3. Doesn't go higher, throws it to himself, and then it was tapped out of his hands. Adelaide did well. 5 points the margin. Sobey attacking the hoop and did really well. He scooped it up and in off the backboard.
This is the other thing. They push it down your throat so much. You're at their mercy if you're picking them up at the 3-point line. He has a full steam. He has nobody in front of him for 3/4 of the court. How are you going to stop him and he's at full steam ahead of you? You're flat-footed.
Oh, that's why Sobey's so good. But you saw Angus Brandt there pick up his foul. Just trying to seal Hodgson. Playing aggressive. Just got to make a better seal there.
14 fouls to 2 at the moment. Moore will run the show. Up against Hire. Screen set for him. Trimmick now has it. Back to Moore. Takes it a long way outside the key. And his pass is a little awkward, and he was also out of court, so it'll be a Wildcats ball. 3 points to margin.
And that's good defense right there by clogging it up. Ramon Moore was driving to the basket. They clogged the lane up, put the hands in the lane, turnover.
You can see the Wildcats, when they come back on defense, every single player almost has a foot in that paint. They're going to protect that paint tonight, make Adelaide beat them from the 3-point line.
The fitness will be tested, no doubt about that. Here's Cotton again, running around screens, gathering the ball. Little floater this time, goes in. And a bit of push and shove. Trimmick up against Wagstaff, then ran into Cotton. Greg High wanted a piece of the action.
And the refs were straight in on that. They don't want what happened last time these two teams met in Perth Arena. And Bryce Cotton just doing his thing. He is just taking over this game, Corey.
Yeah, like we all said in the past week, they need to give the ball to Bryce for all 4 quarters. And I've even said it all year. He's at his best if he's starting off the game in form.
And Bryce he is on fire tonight. But Brad, how would you guys defend him during the year? You guys seem to do a pretty good job there at the Kings trying to limit his effectiveness.
Yeah, it was a good matchup for us this year. What we tried to do was we would help off the player we felt was less effective in offense so we could provide a hand to the guy guarding Cotton.
Here's Bryce Cotton again. Wants the screen set. They left him alone. He got around. 16 first quarter points for Bryce Cotton. The fans are loving this right now. Couple of changes for the Perth Wildcats. High sits down. Angus Brandt, 22, plays 14. Good screen set by Angus Brandt as well.
And Corey, do you still say that he's not the league MVP? 16 points in the first quarter.
He's not the league MVP in my book. He's just having a great first quarter right now. Demetrius Conga's the MVP.
Here's Craig. He's tapped out of his hands, but also fouls. He's nice and aggressive in the game as well. You have overloaded on the red haterade during this week. You have seriously overrun. You are almost punch drunk.
Look, I'll say this. He is having an MVP quarter. That's for sure. But he is not the MVP of the league. You can't believe that, Redditch.
Well, if you take Bryce Cotton off this Wildcat team, are they in the playoffs?
No.
And if you take Conga off the Illawarra Hawks, are they in the finals?
I don't know. Nah, you know, he won it. He won it. The league said he is. By the rules, he is. Forget what I say. He got it.
Preakness is the second. Wagstaff gathers the crumbs. Great chat. We've got Sean Redditch, Corey Homicide Williams, and Brad Neely's joining us tonight. Sydney Kings champ. As I said, he's heading to the Commonwealth Games as well. Cotton feeding Cook. That one doesn't go. So we'll go to the line. You're right about Cotton, and that is the question, Brad. Can he play 4 quarters of basketball every minute of it? When do you rest him up and give him a bit of a breather to attack this second term?
Well, to be honest, I'd be probably looking to give him a little rest now with a minute to go in the first quarter here, maybe even the first minute of the second. But, you know, it's a knockout game. He'll play his best.
And could almost play the 40 minutes.
Well, he's proven that to a lot in the past, so anything's possible. But I still think for Perth to get up tonight, it's got to be everybody contributing.
So at the moment, it's all Cotton, 17 points, 4 for Brandt.
Exactly my point. Who's going to join the party?
Well, at the moment, both teams have just got 2 scorers because it's Sobey with 4, Creek with 11. Here's Cotton. Little shake and bake. Down a three-pointer. My goodness me.
Corey, they don't need anyone. Cotton is going for 80 tonight.
He's going to have to go for 80 because that's the only way they're going to win.
Wagstaff holds it up. Needs to get it to the front court. He goes to Cotton again. Sobey trying to guard him. Passes. Wagstaff. Need to get him going. Doesn't go. Tokoto gathers. Oh no. Oh no. Bryce Cotton has just missed the shots. We can settle down for a moment. He has 20 points in the first quarter.
I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of great performances in my time. Bryce Cotton has put on maybe the finest quarter I've seen of basketball in a long time.
Well, gentlemen, he better have 3 more quarters of this to go because it's only a 9-point lead.
11 points the margin. Kenny round the back. Creek has him covered. Good defence in the end by Creek. Just forced the shot up. Cook took the rebound, put it in off the glass. Right on quarter time. This is electrifying. The fans are standing. The Wildcats are 28, the Sixers are 15. Wildcats fans are saying, bless his cotton little socks. Bryce Cotton, the MVP, has hit 20 in the first term. He's been unstoppable. He's scored more on his own than the Adelaide 36ers. And the score at the moment, a 13-point lead to the Perth Wildcats. What a quarter. You've summed it up. Probably the best quarter you've seen by a player in a long, long time.
He is on a mission tonight. He wants the ball in his hands. Credit the Wildcats. They're getting the ball in his hands, but Cotton is delivering. This is fun to watch.
But it's taken the best from Bryce Cotton to be competitive against Adelaide. He's got to, as you say, Corey, He's got to do it all night long.
Well, you know, when it's do or die for a player like his caliber, he has no problem attempting to do it. Let's see if he can get it done.
Tokoto couldn't make it go. Look at Sobey go, though. Off to the races, gave it to Short. A controlled shot, didn't go. Cook trying to work it into his own hands. Then was pushed over by Mitch Creek. There it was there. Just a little bit of a push from Mitch Creek as Cookie tried to keep it in play.
Oh, that was great hustle by Cook Jr. anyway. And these are the types of plays he has to make. Every possession counts for them.
Absolutely.
And these are the plays he has to make to come up with that ball.
Well, we didn't see this energy in game one. There wasn't that desperation. Damian Martin called out his teammates, said they were embarrassed, and they're responding.
Here they go, Adelaide. Childress took the rebound. Quick pass to Johnson, to Sobey. We'll go to Abby in a moment. She's amongst the fans. Hard to hear sometimes. Good ball movement from Adelaide. Childress takes it on the left. Good basket to stem the tide. 28-17 the score. Abs, you're enjoying it out there.
Oh my gosh, it's so loud, it's ridiculous. But I did manage to get an ear in. Oh my God, there it is. We're waiting for it. The JP Tokoto dunk. As if it couldn't get any louder, gentlemen, but I was listening in. Trevor Gleeson, he was very happy with his side's defensive hustle. And he was also, surprise, surprise, every play involved getting the ball into Bryce Cotton's hands.
Well, they're doing that, Abby, in another turnover. So a couple of costly turnovers for the Adelaide 36ers. They've got 8. They've only gone a quarter and a bit in the game, which is quite unusual, Sean Redditch.
Well, absolutely. And in game one, they only had 11 for the entire game. And they already got 8. And I think that's credit to the Wildcats defense. You know, they're just packing it in, making this Adelaide team make plays that they're probably not used to.
Kenny off the screen. Gives it to Steindl. So Cotton is resting at the moment as Wagstaff shoots away from the corner. This is an important stage for the Adelaide 36ers. Need to get on a run. Shorter from outside 3. Little firm. Tokoto jumps up high. Dangerous period in the game for Perth. I know they lead by 13, but Cotton sits down. How long does he sit down for? And Adelaide just have to go to the races.
I don't imagine he'll be out too long, but if Perth can keep the momentum going, they might get a bit more rest out of him. Adelaide need to get their run back, and they're trying.
Here they come again. Cook hasn't scored the 2. Those were dropping last Saturday. They got the and one most of the time. They just rolled around, so things just not going their way at the moment, but they'll guts it out.
Well, they're only shooting 39%. In game one, they were at 52%, and they were just getting easy buckets. It's amazing how much easier those long-range threes are after you've made a layup, and they're not giving those easy ones up early. And, you know, Adelaide 36ers, they're averaging 100 points their last 13 games. All right, so only give up 15. Credit the Perth Wildcats defense, but look for Adelaide to really push this second quarter. You know, they weren't able to get in their transition game. I think they're going to try and ramp it up here.
Well, you're exactly right. Adelaide is the highest scoring team in the 40-minute game. That's been 9 seasons of NBL basketball. They averaged 95.3 points per game. Illawarra second in 2016 with 93 points. So it's just a phenomenal effort by this team.
Oh, and it's not like it's one guy either. They got 6 guys that average double figures. They are a well-balanced, well-oiled machine. They're not clicking at the moment. You just get a sense, though, all they need is a little fast break to get them going.
Team goes to the line. That rattles around. 91 of their points from last week came from their starting 5, which is quite phenomenal for a team that has so much depth as well.
Yeah, and I think Joey just kind of sensed that the starters were playing well, and he kind of rode them. We saw Hodgson, he only played 4 minutes. Dang only played 7 minutes. These guys that normally get 10 to 15, but the starters were just rolling.
Tokoto has 4 points. He's got 3 rebounds as well. Having a better game. He's Steindl. Needs to get going for the Cats to give him another weapon. Sobey, look at the climb and the jump. Balls it in. Gathers it again. 4-3. Ramon Moore grabs hold of it, and there'll be a blocking foul. Grant's gone down again. And Joey wants to have a little bit of a chat to the referee. Wants a foul down the other end of the court. And that was the one that he was talking about from Angus Brands. Great shot there. Joey just making sure they see it next time.
Well, that's a strong man to try and out-muscle Angus Brands. There's a reason he was put in the Commonwealth dance.
He did it 3 times. Yeah, 1, 2, 2, back to 1.
Both these coaches will ride the refs all night long. We've got them mic'd up. We'll make sure you hear it all.
God damn.
Well, this is a second off. Childress just stripped it off him. Athletic stuff from Josh Childress. Couldn't make the basket go, but he'll go to the line. He's got 2 points so far. Spread of scorers so far in the game. Cotton 20. And then 4 for Tokato, 4 for Branton for the Adelaide 36ers. They're starting to get a nicer spread now. Creek started on fire. He had 11 points. Sobey with 4 and 1 for Moore and 2 for Childress.
That is Angus Brandt's second foul. Do you think he needs to sit down right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're up 12. I think Cook's giving you good energy. He might be a little spent at the moment, but maybe this is where you use a little timeout. Give your starters a little bit more break and then come back with Bryce Cotton, Cook Jr. and try and build on this lead.
So Cotton's about to come back into play for the Wildcats. Here's Kenny. Shoots a 3 finally. He's had a tough run. One of the last 13 3-pointers. That ends the drought for Jared Kenny.
And that's encouraging signs for the Wildcats as well. Bryce Cotton gone out of the game, and they've actually extended this lead at the moment.
It was actually a pretty good foul from Steindl. He made sure he got there before Childress had put the shot away, because that one was going in, no doubt about it.
Well, I actually think he saw Bryce Cotton coming to check in the game, and so we'll just get a foul so we can get him into the game. He had 20 points in the first quarter. We need to ride him a little bit more.
So Cotton's back on. The most points in a first quarter by a Wildcats player in finals history over 32 seasons. And another forced turnover for the Adelaide 36ers. The pressure immense. Still a long time to go in the game, and it's only 14 points. We know how fast they can score when they get on a roll. Here's Tokato in the pass. Pass is good. Walker with the left hand, got around Creek. The press comes. Creek will break it, then put it on the floor and take on Walker, who had to foul him. He had to make sure he didn't score. Here's the head-to-head now. We're talking, this was game 1. Catapult looking after us throughout the seasons. The estimated distance, 5.4 Ks for Bryce Cotton in the last game of this finals series, 4.3 Ks. So Cotton was the lone hand in game 1. He covered the most distance of any player on the court. And he's going to do that again tonight if there's any chance of winning.
He might have to double that tonight. He is all over the court at the moment. And, you know, talking about Shannon Shorter there as well, you know, a lot of people talked about Childress and Creek having great games and Johnson, but I thought Shorter was fantastic the way he ran the team. He hasn't shown that so far tonight, but game 1, he was really impressive.
Now, Cotton in the first quarter clocked up nearly 2 Ks in that first quarter alone in this game. 2 Ks, Sean Redditch. I couldn't do it in a day. He's on fire. He's just come on, though. Tokato shooting away. Sobey, another rebound. He is hauling them down at the moment. He's got 4 points and 4 rebounds. Takes it to the hoop. Childress aggressive. Couldn't take the rebound. Cotton on the break. Can he take it all the way? Up against Moore. Scores the 2.
That's exactly how he has to continue to play. He has to continue to carry his team with that refuse-to-lose mentality. He wants to see Sunday.
A great pass by Tokato there as well.
Defense was strong from Brand. He was quite aggressive. When I was learning basketball, and it was a long time ago, I was told by my coaches, put your foot on the baseline and don't let him go baseline. That's twice now Childress has seen a little opening and he's gone baseline and they've just let him go.
Well, I think they know they got help side because every single player is in the paint. Great job so far by Cook and by Brandt. Just being there, being a presence, and waiting. Not letting them just get an easy layup.
Fair to say in the 12 Cs I didn't have Angus Brandt in the centre position to back me up. There's another shot that misses for Adelaide. They're fighting it hard to get it in the hoop. Here's Tokato taking on Den. They'll draw the foul. Little knock to the heads. So the fouls are 8 to 6. Pretty even. 8 on Perth and 6 on the Adelaide 36ers. The assists 4 to 8. Perth spreading the ball a little better. And the rebounds, Adelaide are leading the way 10 to 8.
I mean, when you think about it right now, Perth Wildcats are doing a number on Adelaide by pushing it down their throat. They're playing Adelaide basketball against Adelaide.
Well, that's what happens when you get stops, though. You know, in game one, Adelaide was just running down there, scoring. It's hard to get quick baskets on the other end when you're always taking the ball out of bounds. Their defense has picked up, and that's actually helped their offense.
Fair to say, Sean, Tokato's body language is a lot better than it was in game one.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he picked up a few quick fouls in that game one. He just never really seemed into the game. And, you know, he's had a great season, but we've seen him falling off these later parts of the season. We'll see if he's going to be a big game player and be able to step up in the playoffs and in the finals like Bryce Cotton has.
Corey, when Cotton had 45 points in that grand final game, he only had 9 in the first quarter. I think Sean might be onto something about 80 points.
Well, the way he's looking right now, he's on to a big night point-wise.
Can he keep it up? That's the question. Can Adelaide stop him? Here's Childress. He's been good in the last couple of minutes. Putting it on the floor was Creek. Good ball movement. Dremick shooting away for a big three.
And that's just great basketball, great offense. And he got it. That was great defense as well, because he got it off with 1 second left on the clock.
Big shot by Dremick. Just stem the tide. Keep this Adelaide team within striking distance.
Well, Creek's up on Cotton now. Good move there as Walker was under pressure. The long arms of Deng stopped him from scoring. Here's Moore, steps up for three. Oh yeah, here they come. Back-to-back three-pointers. And Adelaide have got a spring in their step. It's back to 13 points, 41 to 28. And hey, last week we had the mics on the coaches. And I'll tell you what, it was thrilling listening.
Let's go, let's go.
Giving up 3 offensive rebounds, a layup, and a dunk. There's 10 points.
They can't guard us one-on-one on that, okay?
At all costs.
This post go to him. Go to quick, all right?
Now Cotton fires the three and drains it. They're in front.
Right now, we haven't located Cotton. He's an opportunist. You fall asleep, he's going to get you.
Everybody is too stretched. Get your feet in the paint to defend. Sobey hits that, that's fine.
Run, DJ, run! Unsportsmanlike. That's not unsportsmanlike. He grabbed him around the way.
Hey, I'm going to tell our guys who are not going to put up with that shit. So if this fight starts, look out. That's on you guys.
Just play. If you play with high energy and just react like you're in the playground, that's when you do good stuff. Go, go, go! You got to understand momentum. There you go. That's a shot. That's you.
Well, there we go. Two of the better coaches with the personality enthralling us with the insight into the game. And congratulations to Trevor Gleeson, 350th game in the NBL, and Joey, well, he sits up there as well. He's a great. Just wants another title, though. Hasn't won one since his Brisbane days. In fact, hasn't won a road game in the finals since those Brisbane days. So he'd be liking to end that drought as Brandt tries to be aggressive, gets it back to Martin. That'll be a little short. He'll follow it up, gather the rebound with the floater. Good.
And we all know, if you are defending Damian Martin, you got to box him out, or else he's going to do exactly what he did. Go to the all boards and get a layup.
Well, Damian Martin, your starting point guard, is also your leading rebounder, and he just gets those extra plays, extra points to help you win games.
Ramon Moore gets the rebound. Brandt was jumping, didn't need to. And the foul will be called. Angus Brandt's got a handful of fouls now.
That's his third.
That's his third, so he'll be resting. Cook will come back into the game. Brad Newley, 43-28. It's an impressive effort by Perth to keep this Adelaide team to 28 points, and we've got 4 minutes remaining in this second quarter.
Yeah, they're really doing it with their defense. It was interesting, that play Damo made before. He's been doing that for years. We did that together back when we were juniors, and that's the kind of stuff that really inspires the team.
When you were juniors, that was back when you won a gold medal with Bevo as coach and Bogut was in the team.
Yeah, Damo was the captain of that side, and success seems to follow him. He's a champion player, and I'm just glad he's a good mate of mine.
Still got, where's the gold medal, mate? Where's the gold medal?
That's sitting at home in the safe somewhere back in Adelaide.
Hopefully, you can add another one at the Commonwealth Games when the Boomers take on the rest of the Commonwealth. Here's Martin. He's part of that team as well. Still got some work to do, though, in the NBL. Good running from Ramon Moore. Cotton was trying desperately to get away from him. He really tried to lock up on him. He goes for the floater on this occasion. He can do no wrong.
Listen, Bryce Cotton is on fire right now. This is MVP basketball right here. This is what we're watching, MVP basketball.
Degree of difficulty on that shot was a 10. I mean, to be able to blow by and shoot over Dang, who can almost touch the ceiling when he jumps up and uses those long arms, that was impressive.
That was.
And might I just add another baseline layup for Josh Childress. My coach will be ringing me soon. Here's Cotton, that was forced, but Cook will gather it, give it back to Bryce Cotton from three, rattled around, top players falling to the ground. Daniel gather it. Here's Moore. Does he go for the alley? No, he doesn't. It was tapped in by Walker. No foul. Joey wants one.
And the Adelaide 36ers are extremely dangerous in that open court, as we just saw. Great rebound, great hustle, outlet. Kicked it up. Ramon Moore did the right thing, not making an extra pass, but went in aggressive and finished.
12 points it is. Cotton with 24 for the game, 60% from the field, 50 from three-point land. He's got it back in his hands, whips it round to Tokoto. He'll take on Childress, decides the jumper's the better option.
And that's when he's more dangerous than any other time. When that mid-range shot is hitting. That's what they need for JP Tokoto.
And Tokoto quietly putting in a solid effort there. 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists and a steal.
And another turnover for the Adelaide 36ers, 10 turnovers to 2. Is that purely pressure, Brad, from the Perth Wildcats, or have they just been upset a little bit in their game by the fans and the way the Wildcats started this game?
Well, coming into the jungle, Adelaide should expect that Perth will apply this pressure, but going back to JP, I think he plays his best basketball when he's defending. His defense brings him right into the game, and look at him now. He's moving down there around a bucket like that. He's very tough.
There's a foul underneath. Jesse Wagstaff just pushed him out the way.
The same thing down there.
That's a good point, Brad. As we listen to Trevor Gleeson give his thoughts.
So they're in the bonus, the Adelaide 36ers. Trev said 7 fouls to 1 in this quarter.
I see 5 to 2, but
just reminding the refs that maybe it's a little biased, but 7 to 1, maybe not.
But go back to Brad's point about Tokoto. And when he came to this Wildcat team, he was known as a defender. And that's what he came in, and that's what I thought they were so good at early in the season. And, when the ball was in his hands a lot of times later in the year, it just got stuck. The Wildcats offense wasn't moving. And that's why I think it's better with the ball in Bryce Cotton's hands. And then let Tokoto pick and choose his moments.
Yeah, look, it's do or die. You got to keep it in the star player's hand. He's delivering. You got to keep going to him till it dries up.
1, 2, 2, center. 1, 2, 2. Come get it.
13 points that margin here in the jungle. Hope you're enjoying all the action. It's game 2 of the semi-final series in the NBL. Cotton pass was nearly a good one for Cook. Maybe stretched just a little too far. They get it back though. Wagstaff posting up. They're always looking out for that Bryce, and he had a little walk before he dribbled.
Well, usually when they Cook Jr., that would have sent this crowd to go berserk.
He's in the corner. Sobey's three-pointer from Nathan Sobey. It's back to 10 points. They're making their push. Closing in on half-time.
And if Adelaide can get this lead to under 10, I think they'll be happy that they were able to stem the tide in this great play of Cotton in the first half. They just got to close out this last minute and a half.
Well, Martin's not shy shooting away, and he'll get called for the foul there.
Come on, let's go for the ball! Secondary contact!
And off the hands of Tokoto. And then Sobey thrown to the ground. Yeah, Trevor Gleeson will get a warning as well.
Yeah, I think that's a foul. He got him right on the arm. I know Trev excited about Damian Martin going after that. Thinks it's a 50-50 call, but he definitely got Sobey on the arm there.
So 2 fouls, Damian Martin. Adelaide's biggest deficit to win this year was 14 points at New Zealand. Round 10, they won by 15 in that game. Tonight they were down by 18. It's a tough assignment, but you have to say the last 2 or 3 minutes, they've got their mojo back. All about getting it under double figures, which they've done right now, 47-38, that score.
You know, when you think about it, Perth have done pretty much everything right and whatever they wanted to in this half. And Adelaide have found some kind of way to stick around.
Tokoto was aggressive, taking a leaf out of Mitch Creek's book and just going to the rack as often as he can. Shooting percentage of change, hasn't it, as well? Adelaide were down low 30s to start the game. They're into 42% now, and Perth just rocketing along at 46. Makes such a difference, doesn't it?
Who got fouled?
Absolutely, and only 29% now at the three-point line for the Cats. But to me, the thing that's been keeping this Adelaide team in the game has been the free throw shooting. They've already taken 16 free throws to the Wildcats 7.
And they had 760 free throws for the regular season. That was first in the competition. Illawarra was second with 609 and Perth 579. So they do go to the foul line a lot. Trevor Gleeson had his say about that during the week, that maybe they play on that a little bit to get to the foul line. Mitch Creek said today that it's all about their aggressive basketball as Romain Moore came out of the ring off the hands of him. It'll be a Cats ball.
That was a good offensive set by Adelaide. Just couldn't make a finish, make a bucket.
10 points the margin. Here's Cotton with 24. Doesn't know what to do at the moment. Someone needs to work for him. Tokoto. Passes to the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Martin will have to shoot. Decides to pass. Inside to Cook. And it doesn't go in, so he'll go to the line.
And Creek second as well here. It's Cook being aggressive. Not known in the post, but he probably likes that matchup against a smaller Creek and does a good job just getting to that rack, forcing Creek to foul him.
And better on the post when he's a little closer to the basket. Sometimes he gets stuck out halfway up the key or outside the key and doesn't have that post move to cause much anxiety amongst the opposition team. And Cook will go to the foul line and shoot again. That flat shot just drops in. So just the 1 of 2 for Derek Cook Jr. Here's Romain Moore running the ball into the key. He goes. And we just got a little timeout called to ease the tension. Adelaide's were flying down the court. Let's listen to Joey. A little bit of confusion for Joey Wright. And he has moves away to talk to his troops. Well, boys, the first 3-on-3 big hustle events hitting the Oz this weekend in Adelaide and Perth. Fittingly, these two teams are going at it, and it's not too late to get along and register your team. So get your friends together, put in a team. This is how it's happening. For 18 and under, winning players will get 2 tickets to the Harlem Globetrotters. And for the open ages, the winning team will get prize money of $2,500. 3-on-3, your sort of game, is it, Sean Redditch?
Yeah, absolutely. 3-on-3, big hustle. It's now an Olympic sport. You know, this is fantastic for basketball. You know, the different forms of the game. You may not always be able to run up and down the court, but to play 3-on-3, it's a different game. It's exciting, fast action, a lot of scoring.
There's the date. South Australian, West Australian kick it off, and then we head to the ACT, Queensland. Brad Ewley, if I was the captain of one 3-on-3 team, would I choose yourself or Sean Redditch back when Sean Redditch was in his prime? Who'd be the better 3-on-3 player between the two of you?
Well, in the production meeting before, we actually discussed maybe I should stick around tomorrow, and Sean and I will go out and maybe we can recruit Homicide and try and take it out.
Yeah, that'd be nasty. You wouldn't get many shots though, Brad, to be honest, if Homicide's running the point and this bloke's hovering around.
Sean will take care of the glass and I'll just penetrate and Corey can watch us.
Yeah, we won't pass to Corey, Brad. We'll just get all the shots up.
There is no chance that Corey wouldn't dominate those games. He'd bring his crazy shoes.
Well, hopefully he doesn't bring his Washington General days playing where he lost every game.
Well, Oscar Foreman and Tommy Greer, I'm told, are playing tomorrow in Adelaide, so that'll be good to see. Under 30 seconds remaining in this half. Sobey gathers 4-3. Didn't go. Good little rebound underneath. Deng takes the boards. Better defense once again from Adelaide. So such a crucial couple of seconds. They've got it to 9 points.
And that kills you. We saw this in game one. The Wildcats turned the ball over at the end of the second quarter. And Adelaide came down. Ramon Moore hit that three that kind of gave the 36ers momentum going into halftime. Can they replicate that again here tonight?
That's the question. Got that 20 in the first term, 4 in this second quarter. They've done a good job slowing him down, keeping him away from the baskets. They've got it back to 9 after it was out to 18. 10 on the clock. Deng has it. Cook up in his face. Creek. Will he step back and try and take a three? He was tempted. Angus Brandt let him go, and then once again it came out of the hands of Cotton. Time has ticked away to halftime. And it'll be the Perth Wildcats 49-40. The Caddies will be happy. They lead by 9, but you would think, Sean, very quickly, Adelaide would be quite happy after it was out to 18 and there were massive concerns.
Yeah, it was. They seemed to really settle themselves in.
Let's head to Corey courtside with Bryce Cotton.
First of all, congratulations on winning the MVP award, and you playing like one today. What is it going to take to get you the second half to get this W?
This is a hell of a team. We came out, made the first punch, and we see they took it on the chin, and we're just going to have to keep playing because this is a team that's not going to give up at all.
All right, man. Good luck in the second half.
Thanks a lot.
Mitch got out to as much as 18 points behind at that stage, but you managed to fight back late in that second half.
Yeah, you know, we started off pretty poor. They executed really well. They kicked our ass on the O-glass. We didn't box out. We didn't run in transition. We didn't really play any basketball. We were playing netball and they were playing basketball, really.
So more basketball in the second half, is that the plan?
Yeah, I think if we try and play basketball this half, we might have a chance.
There you go. Best of luck, man. Thank you.
This is the 10th time these two teams have faced off in the finals, and it's been a beauty so far. Bryce Cotton led the way in the first quarter, and he's got his Wildcats sitting at halftime 49-40. Let's head courtside. Sean Redditch has Joey Rides.
Joey, 11 turnovers for your team last game, and you've already got 10 in the first half. Do you put it down to the Wildcats defense, or is your offense just not as sharp tonight?
I think it's probably a little bit of both. I mean, they're getting up in the end and playing some great D, but we're also throwing that thing around. We're a bit too indecisive on the offensive end.
All right, thanks, Joey. Good luck the second half.
Coach, good first half from your team. What is it going to take to close this team out?
Yeah, we got to limit their second chance points and keep them off the foul line. Do that, we'll win the game.
Good luck, Coach.
Cheers, buddy.
Short and sweet from both of the coaches as we get set for the second half. But let's check in with the Red Army. They are a powerful force in basketball.
Most of the games are played Friday night. The town is a sea of red.
Showtime in Perth.
It's unique in Australian basketball. It's more so a mix of college basketball in America and NBA.
We got ourselves a ball game. You betcha. The Perth fans are celebrating.
It just shows us something new every week.
Perfect basketball, Wildcats.
It gives the guys so much boost and energy throughout the level that it's a pleasure to play there. I'm in the middle of the jungle.
Well, I'm here with a few familiar faces in the crowd, and very literally got Damian Martin here. And I've got to say, the crowd have been so loud. Are you happy with how the Wildcats are playing? Yeah, getting around and they're very, very excited. The Red Army, you can always trust them to get involved. It's going to be fun. This guy might do all right in the second half as well.
Good on you, Abs. Terrific stuff. Two good-looking people in the crowd. Damian Martin and Abs.
Damian Martin, I think we saw Donald Trump earlier in the week. We got everyone here.
49-40 the score. And just to recap on the score, because Bryce Cotton's shot 23, has had 24 on our scoreboard here. He's had 23 now. He was so quick in scoring his points that we lost track throughout the game. I think the score has just went, just a touch.
23 or 24, I don't think it really matters. I think Adelaide is going to have to do a much better job of containing Bryce Cotton. That was an impressive performance, but can he keep it up in the second half?
They did do a good job in the second quarter, though. Kept him to 4 points.
I mean, when you really think about it, as great of a half Perth Wildcats played, they're only up 9 points against a team that hasn't played well in Adelaide 36ers.
I think it's a good point. You know, coming into this game, I thought Adelaide, or actually Perth Wildcats, were going to have to hold this Adelaide team to under 90. That seemed to be the magic mark. They've done a good job in the first half, but we know how explosive this Adelaide team can be.
See who turns up in this third quarter. They've had a break. Should be all fresh. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Here's Childress deciding to shoot. That was on target straight away. 6 points now the margin, Brad Newley. Here's Martin, will feed it into Brand in a bit of foul trouble. Cotton trying to get away from Creek. The pass is good to Lucas Walker, who's starting to score some points. Lucas Walker has 4 to his name, couple of layups.
And he's being active. His first bucket was off Tokido's post-up. His second bucket was off Brandt's post-up. That's what he needs to be active on the boards, on offense, just doing those little things. Get some cheap buckets for this Perth Wildcat team.
Brad Newley's joining us for the coverage of this semi-final. Johnson's hook shot doesn't go. Short up, strong as ever. Took the rebound, flexes his muscle, scores the 2. What are your thoughts in this second half? Adelaide are right there amongst it now. Just 6 points to margin, Brad.
Yeah, very interesting. The first 2 plays of the second half where they've gone inside to Johnson. He's sitting on 0 points right now. I'd expect them to go inside to him. Both times they've created. So expect to see more of that from Adelaide.
Sobey did well defensively. The shot was short, though, for Cotton, and the foul was called on Lucas Walker.
That's a good point about Daniel Johnson. You know, he hasn't scored, hasn't really got into this game. How's he going to respond? You know, he's the leading scorer for this Adelaide team and leading rebounder. He's such an important part.
Well, I think right now, if you're Joey Wright, go to him now, get him going, versus Angus Brandt, who has 3 fouls, who can't play super aggressive. So this would be a great way to get him going in this game.
He's starting in the center. Daniel Johnson hasn't won a road final in 7 attempts. He's hoping to end that tonight. Ball's on the floor. Walker dives desperately, gives it to Steindl. He'll wait for Tokato, who takes it with the right hand, doesn't go. And Shorter will gather it. They can turn things round now, Adelaide. Johnson will shoot from outside three. DJ drains it.
And there you go. Here comes the run. Here comes the Adelaide 36ers. Great find for DJ and Trans, and even bigger hit by DJ, getting his first points of the game.
Perth threw the first punch early in the game.
You got it.
Adelaide took it on the chin, and now they're starting to fire up. Brant gets a second go at it, misses again. Shorter takes the boards, gives it off. Childress on the break. Transition basketball at its best for the visitors.
Brad Newley, that is what you call Adelaide basketball.
There we go, 51-50 to score, 1 point the margin. Now here at the Perth Arena, I had a highlight that I wanted to bring up during this timeout. It was back a long time ago. In fact, it was in 2017. And Corey Homicide Williams was invited by the fans that hate him to shoot from half court, Sean.
Oh,
and I mean, he's a talented man, Corey. He was an MVP in 2010, and I'd like to take a look at this shot. Here's Corey dressed up in the shirt. This is my highlight of the NBL season. He's firing up the fans. They're all going, yeah, okay, we'll go with you, Corey. In the shirt, throws the ball up, completely missed the ring. The backboard, the ring, look how far off. He was passing to someone in the stands, Sean.
Now, the roof does open on Perth Arena. Was it open that night? I can't remember, Lucky.
Look, let me tell you guys what happened.
Yeah, you missed.
The suit is too tight. It's Euro fit. If I moved too much, it would have split. See how tight these pants are? It would have split. I couldn't afford that.
So you're blaming it on the tights. Were you wearing the tights your entire career? Because you weren't really known as a three-point shooter, Corey.
Fair to
enough.
say after that, the stat man came in with a stat that was the worst ever shot in the Perth Arena. So well done, Corey. You leave the Perth Arena with the worst ever shot. Here's Tokoto. Needs to turn it on with a left hand, draws the foul.
And that's when Tokoto's at his best. You give him a direct line to the basket. He's going to get to the basket and finish, as he did right here with a nice hand one.
He was playing Adelaide basketball on that occasion. He just got past Childress and ran hard.
Well, in concerns here for Perth Wildcats, they've subbed in Clint Steindl, and now Bryce Cotton is sitting on the bench, and he's getting his calf worked on. We talked about, could he keep this up for 4 quarters? They're going to need him in the second half to be able to get over this Adelaide team.
Pressure times now, 4 points the margin, was out to 18. Perth dominated early. Adelaide are back into it. Steindl needs to turn up, Clint Steindl. Needs to play like he was at Townsville. Throwing a few threes, get his team firing. Here's Brant in foul trouble with the right hand. It's a good one. Some handy points back-to-back for Perth.
Whenever Angus Brant has an opportunity to face up, see his defender, and take one dribble with that jump hook, that close to the basket, that's a bucket.
Here's Creek. He'll get around Brant. And a good shot from Mitch Creek. Just lobbed it up. Off the square it went into the basket. Tokoto was stalled on that occasion. 4 points the margin. It's going to be tight and tough for the rest of the game. Brant can't find Steindl. Walker wanted underneath the basket. Now 6 on the shot clock. The big man will have to go to work. Decides to give it to Tokoto. Not renowned for the 3. Oh, Walker, good rebounds. And drew the foul.
You know, right now is a danger time for both of these teams, really. You have Perth. There's pretty much no offense on the court. The only person they can go to is the big man, Angus Brant. Adelaide should be able to take advantage of that. But if they don't box out, they're not going to be able to take advantage of anything. So it's the little things right now for both teams as far as execution is concerned.
Tough one, isn't it? Because you probably want Wagstaff on with the shooting prowess he's got, especially here at home. But Walker's doing the job on the boards.
He's doing a great job. I like his energy tonight.
Here's Tokoto. He's got some energy as well. He's into double figures, climbing his way to 14 points.
And he's going to need to step up with Bryce Cotton on the bench. They're going to need to have to play through Brant and Tokoto.
Nearly another basket on the baseline. Sounding like a broken record, I know. They got a lot in game one, cruising around that baseline. Here's Walker fading away with the ball. Came off the hands of Damian Martin.
Damian Martin is always around, man. You are never safe going for a rebound in this venue with Damian Martin. Any venue when Damian Martin's on the court.
He's got an incredible knack for just knowing where the ball is going to be.
Little push off from Shorter. Here's Creek. Sobey trying to get rounds. With a little bit of screen from Creek. Childress puts it on the floor, just kept barging his way into Brandt, and it's going to be a foul. And that'll be 4.
I think that was on Steindl.
Was it on Steindl? He got in early.
Brandt did a good job getting his arms up. Steindl just got caught with his hand in the cookie jar right there.
We've got a couple of subs, so good chance to head to Abby, who's got the boss of the NBL. Abs.
I certainly do. Jeremy, now tell me a little bit about this NBL playoff series. How wonderful has it been?
Oh, it's been amazing so far. I almost don't want the grand final to start because the semi-finals have been so good. Melbourne-New Zealand rivalry continues to hot up, and it doesn't get any hotter than Adelaide and Perth.
We were just saying we can't pick who's going to win it from here, but these crowds have been phenomenal, and the grand final series looks like it's going to be massive as well.
I've never heard anything like this crowd here tonight, but look, Melbourne's going to be pretty loud at game one as well. Get in and buy your tickets quickly because it's selling out very, very fast. They don't even know who they're playing yet, and it's already selling out, so make sure if you want to get along to game one, get in now.
Little Birdie tells me 10,000 tickets have already gone, so if you want to get involved, you have to get in, buy them now.
You do, and I wouldn't miss it for the world because, I don't know, I can't pick tonight, but it's a real nail-biter, and I'm hoping that maybe Perth wins so that we get out of here alive. It's an incredible crowd.
Oh, there you go. There's your tip, boys.
So Cotton's still on the bench. We'll talk about that in a moment because that is really dangerous. Falling over was more. Kept it to his team's advantage. Drimmick gathers to Sobey. Little step as he grabbed it. Was it a travel? Trevor Gleeson said it was. And Kenny will receive it from Brandt. Tokato. Good pass. Brandt will finish with the slam. Let's get serious, though. The big issue is Bryce Cotton still sitting on the bench. He's getting his calves rubbed. Is that cramp, or is there more concern than that?
It would have to be cramp. I mean, he's been playing heavy minutes and hard minutes. Your body cramps up. We've all been there before, especially in these type of games. High intensity, high energy, everything is on the line. Every possession counts. You give it your all.
We played 18 minutes, 25 seconds in that first half. Bryce Cotton, they need him back on, though, as Kenny attacks the hoop. Scores another 2. Little momentum change here. Brad Newley for the Perth Wildcats. They're just starting to turn things around. Got a timeout. Trevor Gleeson wants a flop. And the Cats have a 4-point advantage. 23 points for Cotton. Now it's a 6-point advantage, 62-56. No, 62-54 is the score. My maths is horrible. Sean,
you're not used to the Cats scoring this many points lately.
Exactly.
They are attacking and they are getting on the rim, and they've got to continue to do that.
Tell us about your highlight of season 2017-18 in the NBL. Have you got a highlights?
Well, my highlight, go with the man, Damian Martin. When he was playing against Melbourne, he pops out his finger, obviously in pain, and you can watch there, he just kind of blows on it, goes off the court, has the physio just pop it back in. And at this point, the Wildcats are up by almost 30 points, and Damian Martin wants to check back into the game. That is the type of player he is, and I think that's why everyone in the country, even if you're not a Perth Wildcat fan, you love Damian Martin.
I love Damian Martin. His toughness is just second to none.
Brad Newley, you've already mentioned you've played with him, but he is a tough man, is he? It's hard. It would be hard life being Damian Martin, a good-looking bloke and tough.
Yeah, he's a good-looking man, old Damo. That just sums him up really. A crazy story. Lost with Damo one time we're away. He's that desperate to play. One game he forgot his socks, so he taped his bike shorts to his foot and played with bike shorts and socks.
He does forget a lot of things as well. He forgets his singlets to training.
I think the only thing he doesn't forget is how to play defense.
Yeah, here's Sobey. Childress from outside 3, swishing them away again. Josh Childress has 16 points. That's crept up 2 and 3 from three-point land. What a game we've got to get the 35-pointer last week. This one's going to be tight and tough. Who's the toughest of them all? Brant working hard on the post. Creek did well, but Brant was just too big and too strong.
And that's just great footwork by Brant. You could tell he wanted to get to that right, but he just had that patience, got all the way to the left hand. He's money with that shot.
Josh Childress again. Not afraid to shoot away, and why not? 64-57 the score. Abby, once again, an entertaining game here inside the jungle.
Very, very entertaining. I did get confirmation, boys, that it is just cramping for Bryce Cotton, so that's good news for Wildcats fans. But basically the mission for Trevor Gleeson's men is to shut down Josh Childress. They've identified him as the danger man, so expect to see a lot of attention for him in defence.
Well, Josh Childress has hit 2 threes in this game. He made no threes in his past 6 games, so that's a pretty good turnaround for the NBA star. Good pass to the top of the key to Brant. Pass was a dangerous one to Kenny, who came off Moore's feet.
Well, it's an interesting lineup here for Adelaide as well. They got Childress at the 5. So Creek is guarding Brant, but then on the other end, Brant's got to guard Childress. That is mismatches all over the court. Which team is going to be able to take advantage of it better?
Well, it's actually Creek that seems to be going to Brant, and they don't mind that matchup as Wagstaff decides to shoot. Sobey, another rebound for him. He continues to play really well defensively. He's got 8 points, but 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Here's Drimmick for 3, already landed 1. Toe-to-toe, climbs up. It's been a different play tonight, but he needs to be for his team to get the win. Lazy little pass stolen by Drimmick. That was important, 64-57 the score. Pressure comes from Martin, and a foul and a smile.
That's Damian Martin's 3rd as well, so he's going to have to be careful here, especially with his aggressive style of defense. Make sure he doesn't pick up that 4th heading into the 4th quarter.
So still no Bryce Cotton. He's sat for quite some time now. It's either good news that they're resting him up to give him a 4th quarter onslaught, or there's some more concerns because, well, as I say that, he stepped up, he sprung to his feet, and he wants a piece of the action.
Well, we'll see if it is really just cramps or if it's something else. But that was a long time to be sitting on the sideline, especially when you are absolutely killing it out there on the basketball court.
Hope he's had his pickle juice. Pickle juice is the stuff to have, Brad.
Well, I've seen that in the football coach, the pickle juice, but it's been a while sitting down, so he either comes out hot or he goes cold.
Well, they've got a lot of stuff in the locker room, but I'm not sure they have pickle juice out there.
Pickle juice does the job, Sean. The double team's good.
Learn something new every day, Lockie.
Kenny in the corner. Not his corner on this occasion. And Creek will take the rebounds. Good passing by Adelaide, wanting to move the ball as quickly as possible. Shorter, strong, gives it off to DJ. That basket doesn't go. Oh, Drimmick. He was landing and still tapping it in for a good 2.
A good energy by Drimmick right here. We didn't see him a lot in game 1, but I like the way he's competing.
And then he gives away a foul at the other end. A little over-aggressive on Jesse Wagstaff. So 5 points the margin. Was out to 18 this game. Perth held the 18-point advantage, closing in on half-time. Adelaide trimmed it back to 9. They've got it to 5 now.
I'm not sure what Drimmick is upset about. That was definitely a foul. But his energy has been contagious here with the steal, offensive rebound, stuff that he's probably not known for, but he's trying to give this team a spark.
Important stage for this man in Cotton, and Cook is running a little fast.
That was 2 good possessions defensively on Cotton. They are hedging hard hedge, and a double the first one. They got to get the ball out of his hands, and they know that.
They might even need to send a 3rd guy.
Well, they've done well, though. He has only scored the 4 since that explosive first quarter. Moore underneath the hoop. Good move. Strong. Ramon Moore.
And that's an underrated part of his game. When he gets in, he is so strong in there. He's able to get to that shot that he wants.
Okenso held that up as he shot away, and there's going to be a foul. Derek Cook Jr. So we're chalking up the fouls, both these teams, 14 to 13. Katoa a little disappointed in himself. The pass was there, and the shot was there as he punched into Drimmick. With a sore chest at the moment. 3 points now, the margin. Adelaide have scored the last 4. Can they keep that going as another basket comes their way? Back to 1 point.
The 36ers are in control of this game. They figured out how to slow Cotton down and offensively how to dissect that zone.
Ramon Moore's been terrific on Cotton. Creek's had a bit of a go at him as well as Wagstaff just spun. Kenny will get it back. 13 on the clock. Pass is good to Wagstaff. Puts it on the floor. Has to take on 3. Puts up the shots. And it misses. Ramon Moore is all over Bryce Cotton at the moment.
Yeah, you know, as good as he is offensively, I think the thing that he brings to this team is defense, and he's doing a fantastic job. And look at this, Jesse Wagstaff trying to put Creek into the spin cycle. Not able to get it. Jesse has so many moves down there, just so patient. But good defense there by Creek.
And he was, because that was a good offense as well. He's held his ground, did a couple of pivot moves. He just missed the shot, but at the end of the day, I don't care how good the defense was, you need to rebound the ball.
He switched pivot foot.
Joey won't let it go with the travel. Wagstaff shoots away. High is there for a bit of hustle. Came off a few hands and it'll be an Adelaide ball.
I mean, this game is tailor-made for TV because it's going down to the final quarter. Did Bryce Cotton give us everything he had in his tank? And is he running on fumes? Or does he have something in the 4th quarter to give us?
That's the question, Corey.
Or will Adelaide run away in the 4th with this game?
They've stopped Cotton and they're back in the game. And they continue to score baskets, although Creek missed that one. High's there to throw his weight around. Tease has come on for a run.
Johnson and Cook going at it.
There's a big bump off the ball.
Both went down.
Both went down.
He didn't get to make any contact with you. He was coming, but he fell over.
Cook tried to post up Johnson. Johnson fell down. And then he wanted to go at him again.
And slipped over. Not a highlight he won't see again.
Oh, a little bit of water prevented Royal Rumble too, Lucky.
Hey, I tell you guys this.
Nice damn floor walkers. There he goes.
Oh, saved by the water.
I'm not sure what he was thinking.
I tell you guys this, it's going to be an epic 4th quarter. So strap your seatbelt on and get ready.
And we got the best seat in the house for it, Corey.
Just telling both benches to sit down. Nelson Larkin's jumping out of his skin. He was playing defense on the sidelines. Here's Cotton, 5 on the clock. Needs to go to work. Childress has him covered. He just throws it. Bryce Cotton on the buzzer.
That's how you end the quarter.
When you're hot, you're hot. Cotton, Childress had him covered. He just said, oh, there's the basket somewhere over there. I'll throw it that way. And it went for a swisher. 67-63. The Caddy still leading, but only just. Welcome back to the Perth Arena. The final quarter coming your way in Game 2 of the NBL semi-finals. It's Perth up against the Adelaide 36ers. The Cats lead it by 4. It's going to go down to the wire. We've had a rumble in the jungle. There's a half-court shot with thanks to Chemist Warehouse. And it was better than Corey Homicide Williams, but it didn't get the prize of $5,000. We're underway now. Pressure comes from Shorter. That was good defense. Adelaide in their face. Cotton with calf concerns. Looks more than just cramped. Cleared up Ginger after his little two-pointer. Here's Cook attacking the hoop. Too firm on the shots. Missed it under pressure.
And give credit to this Adelaide team. They have withheld this Wildcat barrage, especially in the first half, and stuck around, only down by 4. Joey's got to like his chances from here.
They've got to like their chances. Remain more. And a little wraparound, so offensive foul. We go against Adelaide.
I'm not sure Ramon Moore even needed to do the little wraparound. He's got this size and strength on Bryce Cotton.
He gets called for that a little, doesn't he? Needs to just work on that one. But if that's his only negative, he's going okay. He's been a great player and he's been all over Bryce Cotton. Defensively, he's been a demon. Cotton gets away from him. Rare opportunity to score since quarter time. Here's Cook with the pick and roll. He'll like Shorter. Good passing game. Kenny in the corner. There's a foul and it was caught up in the ring as well from Jared Kenny, who's had real troubles from outside three-point land in recent weeks.
You know, I like what's going on defensively. That's a great ball movement, first of all, to find an open shooter in the corner. But what I like on defense is that they're pretty much trapping and getting the ball out of Bryce Cotton's hands for him to give it to somebody else to beat him.
Well, I'd like to see maybe Jesse Wagstaff send that screen now because, you know, Cook Jr.'s getting the ball there after they're double teamed, but he's not able to score. Maybe get a score, Angus Brandon there, send a screen.
Ryan Moore did well again, but Jared Kenny was up to the challenge. 2 points for JK.
And 9 points already for Jared Kenny. He's come in, he's given him a spark. We've seen this later in the year. He was only 1 for 10 in game 1. But his aggressiveness, he's been a lot more aggressive this last half of the season.
Here's Johnson for 3, left him alone. Shorter, so strong. Pass is good. Childress wanted to feed it as well. There'll be a foul from Wagstaff. Good team play by Adelaide, drew the foul. Shannon Shorter, for a point guard, he's just a beast underneath the basket. And when you're matched up against Bryce Cotton, he's going to rebound that all night long.
He is so strong underneath there. Jesse just barreling over Creek there.
69-63, Brad Newley with us in commentary. Sean Redditch, Tory Homicide Williams, Abby Jelmy is part of the action too, and Josh Childress is a star. 18 points for Childress, 7 rebounds. Here's Kenny, wants to take on Daniel Johnson around the baseline to higher. Wants someone to help him out. Cook attacks the basket, does drop it in. Not a strength to this, but Brad Newley, he did that well and he needs to score some baskets like that underneath the hoop.
Yeah, they need to get some easy ones first because Adelaide are coming right at them. Ramon Moore's done a fantastic job of taking Cotton out of the game, so good up to these other guys to step up.
You gotta like Cook's energy. You know, 6 points, 5 rebounds. He's given a lot of different things to this Wildcat team at the moment.
Greg Hire taking the 3. Was set, ready to fire away. Nearly went in.
And Josh Childress just looks like a man on a mission at the moment. He's been fantastic this last half of the season, rebounding, doing everything for this Adelaide team. And Shorter just steps up, knocks down the 3.
That is a huge 3 by Shannon Shorter, who's been quiet all night offensively.
Cotton with it, has 25, scored the 19 in the first quarter. Here's Greg Hyatt to the corner again. Kenny, can he drop this?
And Kenny answers back with another big play. He's come up throughout the season with big plays for this team.
74-68 the score. The Cats lead it by 6. Childress against Hyatt. What a game. Moore wanted to post up Cotton. Shorter just hit a 3. Will he go again? Decides to pass. Johnson barged in. Shoots the 2. Wanted the foul and had 1 but didn't get it.
And that's where I think Johnson's more effective. Get him down in the post. He's been hanging around that perimeter.
And the foul. Cotton pulls up Ginger. Ramon Moore's fouled him on the 3-point line. He's got a little tear in that calf. Every time he jumps and lands, he skirmishes.
Yeah, he's definitely not 100%, but he knows how much this game means to him and his teammates, and he's trying to fight through it. Gets the foul right there. Just a little touch foul there by Ramon Moore. Probably like to have those couple seconds back.
I say little tear because that's little calves. They are tiny calves.
And we all know the #1 rule. You don't foul a jump shooter, let alone the hottest player in this building. They send him to the line for 3.
The MVP, Corey.
Yes, the MVP of the league.
And the crowd was just letting you know, too.
We heard it loud. Well, I heard it loud and clear.
Cotton makes all 3. And he's going to rest up. Damian Martin comes into the game. We'll keep an eye on him. Abs will be all over him, making sure he's okay to come back on the court. 7 points the lead of Perth. Can Adelaide answer? Screen set for quarter. Shorter. 3. Trying to hand it off to Moore. Attacks the basket. Just throws it up in the end. He had to go against 3. The pass good to Wagstaff. Now Kenny, been hot in this term. An unsung hero. Oh, he's going to take on the big men. The tap not good for Childress. Off they go. Try and catch Creek. Martin there. In foul trouble. Oh, it's somehow stopped him from shooting.
That is great defense by Damian Martin. That's how you play defense without fouling.
And I watched Damian Martin on that play. He was sprinting as soon as Mitch Creek got that ball. He knew he had to get back there. Otherwise, it was going to be a dunk for Mitch Creek.
Incredible stuff from Damian Martin. That's what his team needs. They're up against the most attacking team in the competition. Everything has to go right for the Perth Wildcats. Shorter, long way out, sends it home. Rattles around.
And if I'm Adelaide, I'm going to play through Josh Childress. I think he's got a matchup there with Lucas Walker. But on the other end, the Wildcats going to have to play through Grant.
Here's Kenny. Up on Sobey. Oh, slapped out of there by Childress.
Josh Childress is everywhere on the court. He's doing everything for Adelaide right now.
He's 18 points, 8 rebounds. 1 block, add another one to that. Might be a veteran, but he's a true champion. Here's Brandt. Walker for 3.
And that is a huge 3 for Lucas Walker. We haven't seen him score in a few games.
Here's Johnson right back at him. Couldn't make it go. Sobey, though, with space. Martin was in his face and he still dropped it. Can you believe this game, Brad Neely? You'd love to be playing right now.
It's very hard to pick a winner right now, but Adelaide's hanging around. Perth still getting it done. Saw that 3 from Walker. Sobey answers down the other end, so it's going to go right down to the wire.
They've got to make every post a winner. Here's Kenny. Trying for the step back. Pass was tricky. Walker with 6 on the shot clock. Tokoto has to do it. The pass, not a good one. Tokoto just needed to drive to the basket. Cotton will come back on the court. And Kenny has a rest. He has had a superb game. 12 points. A couple of rebounds and a couple of assists. That is handy coming off the bench for your point guard.
Exactly, especially with Cotton in the injury as well. His aggressiveness come in. He really stemmed the tide to try and keep this lead for the Wildcats. Great job by Kenny.
Sobey, good little dish. Johnson doesn't make it go. The foul will go on Martin, and it'll be 4 on Damian Martin. So there's still 4 and a bit minutes to go, and Damo is throwing himself at the game. Do they keep him on now, Brad Newey? Do you run Damo right to the end from here, or do you give him a little bit of a breather to make sure he's there right at the end of the game?
Well, he's 6-time Defensive Player of the Year. I had a full faith to leave him out there.
Leave him out there, said Brad Newey.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. Sorry to cut you off, but you have to. Everything is on the line right now. You just got to trust your guns and your veterans and leave them out there.
Still tight, still enjoyable, but it's still the Cats, but only just. 6 points that margin. Cotton trying to get free. Creek was there with the hand in the face. Big screen set by Brandt. Martin, he'll have to shoot. 4 on the shot clock, gives it to Brandt. Shoot away, big man. Did he get fouled? No. Hit the ring. Walker throwing himself there. Lots of tackling going on, and look who's at the bottom of the pack, Damian Martin.
I tell you, when Adelaide, whether they win or lose this game, when they look back at the film, you're going to see boxing out is huge. Offensive rebounds they've given up throughout this whole game will come back to haunt them. Either way, whether it's a win or loss.
And that's finals basketball right there. Both teams want it. Ball's on the floor. You got to jump down. You got to get that extra possession. Good job by Adelaide.
Good pass, Childress. Covered by Taikato on that occasion. As Sean said, they might just go back to Childress. Been a great player in this game. Sobey been rock solid as well. Besides the shoot, he was off balance. The rebound from Brandt. Here's Damian Martin, Cotton on 28. Lots of pushing and shoving. Brandt wants it inside. Childress came to help him out. Then the left hook. The big Angus pops himself up.
Now that's how you play big. Angus Brandt, that was a grown man business right there.
8 points the margin here inside the jungle. This is what finals basketball's all about. For the Wildcats, it's do or die. There's no tomorrow if they lose for the Adelaide 36ers. They want a grand final berth. They want to take on Melbourne United. The Sixers haven't won a title since 2002. It's been a long time. There's plenty of incentive for Adelaide. Let's take a look at the grand final and how it might unfold with United.
This is what we've waited for.
Bird curls, juggles it. Gets the putback. Josh Bird after the block shot wins the game for Melbourne. Weir to the cup. Pistol Weir is unbelievable.
It all gets underway next Friday night.
Chris Golding, that's what he can do. He can just lull you and then kill you.
United showed their complete dominance by smashing the Breakers in two.
Great look. Chris Golding to Josh Boone. He single-handedly dismantled the Breakers in the paint.
Now, the best team of the regular season has booked their place for a shot at the title.
Melbourne advanced to the grand final series for the first time in United history.
But the question is, who will be joining her?
Take that, baby!
Game 1 of the best of 5 grand final series starts next Friday night. This will be one series you don't want to miss.
We're underway. Creek with a shot from outside, drains the three, back to 5 points. 82-77 the score here inside the jungle. Just
Big
lost the
time
score
shot.
for a moment, but I'll keep you updated because this is tight. Brandt, pass, no good. Stolen, Childress to Creek. They won't die. Childress, look at that basket. 82-79 now, 3 points.
The defense has just leveled up for the Adelaide 36ers. I don't know who's going to win this game.
You ready, Cat? You ready, Cat?
Well, we'll wait at 2 minutes or so. Here's Brandt trying to take on Sobey. Angus Brandt coming to play in the final minutes. 2:16 remaining. It's still 5 points. Creek tempted, decided against it. Martin in his face. Once again knocks it back for 3. Childress, star. Backs in on toe-to-toe. And here goes toe-to-toe. They just want to keep scoring. The assist to Walker, he'll be fouled. Have to be fouled. Angus Brandt take a bow. He's been big in the last couple of minutes.
And not only that, with the left hand as well. Great pass by Tokoto. Dana Johnson had to foul, or he was going to give an easy 2 points to Lucas Walker there.
All week, I talked about who was going to step up for the Perth Wildcats. They needed other people to step up. Angus Brandt has answered the call and answered big. JP Tokoto has answered. Damian Martin has played some defense today. Jared Kenny off the bench
you got to go off.
has played the way he needs to play.
What we saw in game one, they only had one score in double figures, and that was Bryce Cotton. Tonight they've got 4, and they're holding this Adelaide team to 79 points. So defense and a little bit more offense, it makes a world of difference for this Perth Wildcat team, and it's played at a pace that they like.
Blood rule for Damian Martin. He'll go off to bandage himself up with 1:52 remaining. Kenny comes back onto the court. Lucas Walker missing the first and nearly the second, but gets it in to make it 6 points. Ticking down. Brandt comes out to help. Creek, Ramon Moore up against Cotton, defensively been terrific. Works his way to the baskets, and there'll be a foul call. Mark Allen's all over it.
He's making contact with the ball. He's charging with the ball.
Watch it again. Good little crossover from Ramon. Drew the foul. Not a fan of the old body contact on that occasion. Sometimes just a little bit of body contact's okay.
Yeah, exactly, when you got a guy going to the hoop like that. But credit Ramon Moore. You got to be aggressive. You got to put the refs in a position to make that call. And that's what Adelaide has done here tonight. They're shooting 21 free throws, not as many as they got in game one. And
you know they're going to call it too, don't you? You know they're going to call it at this pressure time of the game.
Well, the advantage is always going to go to the offensive player as well. When they're aggressive, usually you're going to get the call, and that's what Ramon Moore has done.
He gets the second and a change. Martin back on. Kenny sits down. 85-80. How are you feeling, Brad, at the moment? Brad Newley's joining us tonight on the coverage. All right, you've got to pick a winner here with 1:38 remaining. Who's going to win?
Well, if you're a betting man, you're going with Perth right now, but the way this Adelaide team pressured, I would not rule them out for 1 minute.
They're still in it. Don't worry about that as Cotton fires away. Couldn't make the basket go. Through the legs of several players, and Adelaide will get the ball. Comedy of errors.
Look, it's going to be an interesting 122. I'm Adelaide right now. I'm going for an easy 2. No need to be trigger happy from the 3, but if it's there, you take it.
Well, I'm getting the ball to Josh Childress. He has been fantastic tonight. 20 points, 8 rebounds, doing everything.
Double team came on Sobe. Creek had opened him up. Walker had to foul and did. Sends Creek to the line. There'll be lots more of that in the last minute of play.
That's how you attack the basket. Now they go to the line. Clock freezes. Mitch Creek, a reliable free throw shooter who's in form, goes to the line for 2.
Yeah, 79% Mitch Creek at the line this season.
He's got 20 points. He's had a big game. Started on fire. Scored the first 2 threes of the game for Adelaide. It's 85-80, that's the score. 1:13 remaining in the game. And team fouls, they both sit on 4 at the moment. So then it becomes a little tricky, doesn't it? With this minute to go. Don't want to send them into a bonus. Makes life a lot easier.
Well, if you're Adelaide, I think you're going to press here as well. The Wildcats just barely got the ball over half court last time. They didn't seem to handle it very well, especially Tokoto fumbled it a couple times. So if you're Adelaide, you want to put pressure on and make this Wildcat team speed up.
Yeah. Mitch Creek adding to his tally, 20 points to his name. 3rd game in a row, Creek scored 20 points against the Perth Wildcats. His finish to the year has been absolutely magnificent. Mitch Creek is averaging 17, 18 points a game in his last 7 or so. If he just started a little earlier, he would have really challenged Cotton for the MVP award.
Oh, absolutely. And the way this Adelaide team is playing, you know, had that little stretch where he had the injury, actually got injured here in Perth Arena and missed a few games that probably hurt his chances. for the league MVP. Obviously, the fans loved his work this year, and rightfully so. He has been fantastic on both ends of the court. I love what he brings to this Adelaide team.
Got a taste of the Summer League. Just became a better player. He was already a star last year, but he certainly stepped it up. We're just wiping away a fair bit of sweat and fixing things up just along the baseline. Might even be a little bit of blood from Damian Martin. He likes to spread it around the court.
You bringing the ball down, right?
As he throws himself at it.
Or maybe there's nothing there and you guys just want to freeze Mitch Creek. You know how you guys do out west. I wouldn't put a thing past you guys.
Blame Donald Trump. He was in the crowd, Corey.
So Creek makes him go. 3 points to margin.
What's the foul?
Huge play for Perth. Cotton underneath the hoop with the 2 and the foul.
You had to know. First of all, great finish and one by Bryce Cotton. Great find, great backdoor pass. Defense, you had to know the ball was going to Cotton, dude.
You did, but that's why, you know, you're going to be aggressive. You're going to try and deny him. Great call there by the Wildcats. Trevor Gleason setting that one up. Damian Martin making the pinpoint pass. And Bryce Cotton finishing as he does best.
And 5 fouls as well for Daniel Johnson. He's had a tough night, Daniel Johnson. As Brad Newley said, had 0 points to the half-time. He scored 6 in the end and only had 2 rebounds. And a miss from Cotton, a rare one. Keeps Adelaide in it. Sobey was fouled before. Oh, wow. That'll cause mayhem. Was he fouled before he scored the 2?
That was an and one, gentlemen.
Okay.
Call it like you see it.
So here it is here, Sobey. Bounced at the same time. Brad Newley, I'm going to go to you because Corey thinks it was an and one. Sean Redditch, I'm not sure. We'll go to him in a moment, but you?
Well, if that's the and one, I'm a little bit disappointed this year because I think I've probably had a few more and ones this year.
Sobey to trim it down again. Toe-to-toe, couldn't take it. Childress underneath with a 2 and a foul. Toe-to-toes landed awkwardly. Childress with a big play.
Oh my God. What is going on right now in Perth? We talk about Perth, lack of rebounding, getting old boards. And now Perth is doing it to, now Adelaide is doing it to Perth. Oh my goodness.
Well, the ball hit Tokoto right in the hands. I'm not sure why he couldn't grab that one. Just fumbled it. And Josh Childress on the right.
He's limping off, Jean-Pierre Tokoto.
Just when you thought this game was in the bag.
No, it was never in the bag, Corey. Even when it was 18 points, it was never in the bag.
Look, let the Red Army tell it on Twitter.
Here's Childress to the line to square it all up. And he does. We'll have another timeout to think all about it. 87-8 plays 87. Josh Childress, 23 points, 9 rebounds. Huge game. Creek with 22. They're the leaders for Adelaide. And for Perth, Cotton has 30. 14 to Tokoto, 14 to Brandt. Tokoto sitting on the bench with a little injury, Brad Newley. That is big with only 40-odd seconds remaining in the game.
Yeah, very interesting to have him out of the game right now. Maybe they've gone with higher for the three-point shooting.
Josh Childress, what a game it's been. As he got Adelaide through to the grand final, never tasted NBL finals until this year at Adelaide. What a crew he's been. I mean, he came a little late in the season. Took a little bit of time to get used to this team and his role, and then they injected him in the starting 5, and he's been a massive player. The last 2 games, this one and last week, best player on the court.
You know, he's almost been the barometer.
Adelaide lost by 19 to Cairns, and they've inserted Childress into the starting line. Taken Hodgson, he's gotten less minutes, but they just seem to be on a roll since they've done that. And to me, a big reason is Josh Childress play this season.
And once again, three-pointers looking good for the Adelaide 36ers, 10 of 23. Perth struggling 7 from 22. Things a little tough from outside the arc for Perth, shooting at 31%. The fans will stand. The noise will be incredible.
Who do you go to right now if you are Perth Wildcats? I know it's a dumb question, but I'm going to ask. Who do you go to? Sean?
I don't even think you have to ask right here, Corey. They're going to get the ball to Bryce Cotton at the top of the key. Let him do his thing.
Screen set for him. Covered by Sobey on that occasion. Cotton now has it. 15, he's got time. Brandt comes for the screen. Rolls off. Creek in the face of Cotton. Pass. Good. Big block. Underneath. Out of the hands of Brandt. Childress. Can he lay it in? He does.
Oh, my goodness.
Josh Childress played in the NBA. And he's brought all that talent into the NBL. Now, did Adelaide bench run on the court? Trevor Gleeson wants a technical foul. Adelaide's bench got up and about. They were pumped. It's 2 points to margin. Do or die for Perth. A grand final up for grabs for Adelaide. Martin. Hand off to Cotton. 11 on the clock. Has to score. Forces it up and he'll go to the line.
And that was a great move by Bryce Cotton. We saw him a couple games ago settle for a 3. And he knew this time there's no tomorrow. He couldn't settle. Great drive to the basket. Now he goes to the line for 2 points.
And Bryce Cotton, he looks exhausted here. Great attack. Make them make a call. Great aggressiveness, but he is working so hard out there on the court.
Brad Newley shaking his head.
Mitch Creek is very unlucky there. I thought he played great defense. Straight up in the air. Who knows? One of those calls.
That for sure was great defense. But guess what? He hits these 2 free throws. Let's just say he hits both. Call a timeout. Draw up a play. Take 1 shot. I like Adelaide's chances.
Early on the box out.
He's got to hit the 2 first. Corey?
No, we're good.
Hey, look, you're right. I mean, I don't want to jinx him and saying it's guaranteed 2, but Bryce Cotton does shoot really well from the free throw line.
Yeah, missed one just recently, but aside from that, he is pretty rock solid from from the foul line.
You can hear a pin drop.
88% for the season, Lockie.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much good because he already missed the last one. So that should, you know, he got the miss out is what I'm saying.
So a bit of delay as we await the move of Adelaide.
I cannot believe what just happened in the last minute of this game.
A man called Josh Childress came to play.
Josh Childress, for sure, came to play.
He said, I'm not worth squillions and squillions of dollars to come to the NBL and not get my team to the grand final. So Bryce Cotton goes to the line, and I'm told the great players of the game want to be in this situation, Brad Newley. Is this the moment that everyone cherishes?
Absolutely. You dream of moments like this. Interesting sub. They brought Johnson in. Who knows? He's out there maybe to try and tip the ball off the rim here.
2 shots for Cotton.
Well, we haven't seen Hodgson all game, so he's definitely in there for... And Bryce Cotton misses the first one.
My
he misses the first.
Goodness.
From the foul line again, gets the seconds. Timeouts. Adelaide lead it by 1. They've stormed home. They led by 18, the Perth Wildcats. Slowly but surely, Adelaide grinded themselves back into the game. Corey's got his hand over his mouth. He can't believe it. Righto, Brad, I'm going to you first, then Corey, then Sean. Obviously, Perth just have to foul straight away.
Well, they're going to have to make a play at the ball, obviously. If they just foul straight away, who knows what the refs might call. So they're going to make a play at the ball, and they've got to stop the clock.
And that's the danger because of the new rule. It's a little bit hard to understand sometimes, and unsportsmanlike straight away.
Absolutely. We saw a game early this year at Adelaide. There's some questionable ones happened with them. So, absolutely, they got to go for the ball.
Corey, who do Adelaide go to?
I'm getting the ball in Josh Childress' hands, or Nathan Sobey, or even Creek, because all three of them are reliable shooters from the strike.
Sean, studying the stats, do you agree with that?
Well, I think they're all, right around that low to mid 70s, but if you're looking tonight, Ramon Moore's 3 for 6 from the free throw line. So maybe you try and get the ball to him. Maybe he's got some ghosts when you get up to the free throw line, but they've got enough good free throw shooters here that you kind of pick your poison.
And they need to do it pretty quickly. Corey's copped a little bit of a mouthful from the Red Army.
As usual.
Here we go. Counting it down. Trimmick runs into a bit of trouble. Wagstaff on the chip. Creek. He gets the pass away. Nearly a steal from Cotton. There'll be a foul. With 3 seconds remaining, he was so close to getting it out of the hands.
But why would they not foul the first person that got the ball?
Well, I don't think they could. Like, Creek was so quick to gather the ball and then get rid of it as well.
How could that be a foul on him? He was in front.
And who's at the free throw line? The most experienced player on either roster. The most informed player on either roster. Redditch, talk to me.
And Childress has a chance to ice this game. Get to a 3 and force the Wildcats to have to hit a 3 to send it to overtime. But I don't know why the Wildcats wait so long. We saw that earlier in the season. Yeah. They're trying to go for a steal, but 8 seconds, you've got to foul straight away if you don't get that steal right on the inbound pass. You've got to give yourself a chance to get the ball to the other end.
But it comes down to what Brad was saying. There's such nervousness about giving away an unsportsmanlike. You've got to make sure it's a good foul or you're not going to be called for it.
Well, here's the other thing to consider as well. There's only 4 and a half seconds now. Not sure you're going to want to miss that second free throw. But if it was only 3 seconds, I might even say Josh Childress missed the second.
He misses the first. Well, Perth need to rebound or get it in quick. They'll call a timeout, you'd think. Childress, he's short, but a rebound for Adelaide. Ball comes down. Sixers are off to the grand final.
Oh my goodness.
What a comeback from Adelaide. 18 points down. And they'll head to the grand final series hoping to end a 16-year drought of championships. Josh Childress, a superstar of this competition with 25 points, 10 rebounds, came to play in game 1 and 2.
And that's why they brought him on this team, for the leadership, for his experience, and for big game play in big games. And he delivered.
The Perth Wildcats just couldn't hold on. They burst out of the blocks. Bryce Cotton was on fire. Hit 19 in the first term. But from then on, Sean, they stopped him. They held him to 11 in 3 quarters or 12 in 3 quarters. Ramon Moore, superb defensive effort.
Yeah, I thought they did a good job, but there's 2 plays that are going to haunt this Wildcat team when they go to sleep tonight, and those are those offensive rebounds there off the free throws.
True.
Mitch Creek misses it. Josh Childress gets the and one to tie the ball game up, and then right there, you got to be able to come up with that rebound, give you a chance on the other end. Credit Adelaide 36ers. They stuck with it, and rebounding, what they've done well all season, got it done for them tonight.
The dream of a three-peat is over for Perth. For Adelaide, they're off to the big dance. They're going to take on Melbourne United. The 2 best teams in the competition at the regular season will go at it in a 5-game series.
You have to credit the 36ers because there is no way we believed that they were going to even win this game. They were down 19 and figured out a way to hang in there and get it done.
Well, let's head courtside because Abby has the star of the game, Josh Childress.
I do have Josh with me. How good?
Very good, very good. I mean, this is an unbelievable atmosphere to play in. To come in here and to get a win. This is my first win here in Perth Arena, so I'm incredibly happy about that.
And you're off to a grand final. We know how much it meant to your group to come back from 18 points down. Were there times where you thought you might not get this one?
No, we have faith in our team, faith in our style of play, and we played a good second half, so I'm very happy with it.
Melbourne United now?
Yeah, it's going to be a fun series.
It is going to be fun. We can't wait. Thanks. Go enjoy the boys.
The Adelaide 36ers had not won on the road in a final since 2003. They lost their last 8. Tonight they said 8 is enough. It's time to go to the grand final. Winners by 1.